Hi, I'm Ms. Quinones, the speech therapist.
Hi, I'm Miss Sedgwick, Jessica's mom.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
So today we're here to discuss Jessica's evaluation results for language therapy services, just to see, if she qualifies again. What are your concerns? We want to make sure that we address that as well.
My concerns are Jessica has been struggling in school. I know we've spoken about that in the past. She is not on the same level as her peers, and Mr. Nelson, her classroom teacher, noticed that she seems a little down in class, and that is very alarming to me. I noticed she also has difficulty describing objects, sometimes even answering questions. So I'm not sure if you know, but she has received speech and language therapy in the past. When she was about 2 years old, but they dismissed her from the program. And I really need to, she's always struggled and there hasn't been any difference. And I really need this evaluation in order to determine what to do next.
Okay. So first I want to go ahead and describe the results to you and then kind of gather a kind of picture so that we can kind of make sure to address those concerns. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is some of the strengths that we noticed while giving the assessment. Some of the strengths that we noticed were that she was able to recall sentences at the average level compared to her peers. So she received a score of a 10, as well as she was able to formulate sentences at the average level for her age group. Same with word structure. She received a 10 for that. But we did see two areas that she's kind of struggling with, and this might be what's happening in the classroom. And so she's struggling with sentence comprehension. Basically, when people are giving her maybe instructions or giving her any information, maybe she's not grasping her understanding of who's involved, what's involved, where it's involved. Sometimes she's able to do it, but that's still something that she's working on. So, and that's fine. Another thing that we noticed was her word classes and categorizing vocabulary within the same category, and vocabulary is difficult for her, and she received a scaled score of a 5, and so that could probably be part of that word deficit, word difficulty for her. So we want to go ahead and tell you that we think that she will be eligible for language services. Although she received an average score of an 87 on the core language part of our test, we feel that because we were able to measure two specific areas that the teacher also instructed, which was that test that had to do with vocabulary and that test that had to do with understanding sentences, we feel that we could still work on that. She's still young and only 5 years old, and that's a skill that she will use in the classroom with her peers, and being able to retell efficiently. So another thing that we want to discuss with you is that we've come to terms that we want to diagnose her with word finding deficit disorder. That just basically means, hey, I have trouble with understanding what word I want to use at that right exact moment. It may not happen all the time. Sometimes she might repeat the words around the sentence. She might use a filler word like thingy or round thingy to explain what it is that she wants to say, but that's fine. We'll work on that in therapy. So we want to we want to see her for 2 times a week for 30 minutes, and we'll pull her out and we'll do a whole bunch of fun activities, but specifically we'll work on, after reading a passage out loud, Jessica will use some context and semantic clues to answer comprehension questions like the who, the what, the where, and when, with 4 out of 5 opportunities. And we're going to work on giving her minimal prompts only for the first 3 sessions. And so we'll keep doing that. So semantic clues just being that we're going to try to help her see, all these words are related. How does it fall into this category? because categories are very important for vocabulary learning. So your role as the parent is very important to us because you get to work with Jessica outside of the classroom and outside of school. We're with her 7-8 hours of the day. You're with her all the time after that. So we're a team, and we're going to have meetings every single year, and your goal is to provide us the input, and we'll go ahead and adjust to that. Okay? So do you have any questions for me?
The IEP, what is this IEP that we're making the goal on?
The IEP is just basically a document that tells us what goals we're working on. It's a recipe for success for Jessica, and we're just going to go ahead and follow that the best that we can and adjust it yearly. If she's making good progress, we'll talk about getting rid of services if needed, or working on new goals to help Jessica be more successful in the classroom. Okay?
Great. Thank you so much.